Hey, Patrick with KYGUNCO coming at you in the first week of November, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking deer season. For the past 2 years, we've been carrying a special deer product called Deer Pimp, and today we figured we'd just come out here and just show you where it's coming from. We're in Hodgesville, Kentucky, in central part of Kentucky, and we're here with Wes Brewer, who owns the farm. We've been carrying this products now for 2 years, and we thought it was kind of just a special treat, you guys, just to see where this is coming from, and I'll tell you why. When I call Wes and I say, hey, Wes, I need your product, he'll collect it that day. A day or two later, he bottles it, and then a day or so later, at the most, usually within 3 to 4 days total elapsed time, it's sitting on the shelf in KYGUNCO, either the Bardstown location or the Louisville location. If you've tried to shop for this stuff with us in the past month, it hasn't been on the shelf because it's not fresh. And when you compare that to a lot of the other brands out there, the historic brands that you guys know well, we used to order this stuff. We'd order it in January or February at one of our trade shows. It would show up in June or July. And then internally, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, how can this stuff be fresh and up to the date and smell good? You know, I know what happens when I have 2 little girls, and back in their days when they were really little, they used to sometimes not flush the toilet, and after a couple of days of me discovering it, it would be pretty stinky. So what, 5 to 6 month old deer pee in a bottle, I was always questioning that, how that smells and how that smells to the deer. So luckily we found Wes. He offered to put his products in our store, and now we have probably the freshest deer urine that any retail store can have. I mean, by far. And you've been doing this for what, 2 years?
Yeah, 4 years now. As far as raising the deer, 2 years collecting the urine and put it in there. And you say I found you. I think you kind of found me too, and seeking us out and partnering. And I do appreciate you giving us that opportunity. And we think this is the freshest it is, right? So we can put a deer in tonight, collect the urine, bottle it, and it's at the store in just a couple days. It really doesn't get any fresher than that.
And you've been doing this now, you started with, I think you said 1 or 2 deer, and now you're up to 50?
Yeah, we're at 52 deer right now. They do multiply quick. Twins are the norm, and we do get some triplets and quads. So it's just awesome to come out here and to see them and be able to interact and be with the deer in a habitat. Even though they're in these fences, they're still deer, and they still act like deer. And watching them raise and nurse their fawns, it's incredible.
And I think your kids and your wife and the whole family's involved in it.
Absolutely, yeah, this is definitely a family enterprise, right? So the 3 of us, me and my 2 daughters, and we're out here constantly working the deer, checking, feeding, and then it gets into the fun part they really like is putting pee in bottles, There's a little bribery in there. They get paid a little bit of money to help out. And of course, room and board, that comes free to them, but they got to work for it.
I understand. So if you're deer hunting this year, you're just shopping for the freshest deer urine, you want to support a Kentucky-based operation, a family-run operation, stop by either one of our 2 locations. We have one in Bardstown, one in Louisville, and ask for the Deer Pimp.